If you don't know anything about Dune but will be watching the movie when it comes out, then this is the perfect video for you. Hello guys, this is Varun from Indian Geek Society, and in this video I'm going to talk about Dune. Now, I'm not going to talk about the story or the plot of the books or the 1984 movie, since you can read that online yourself. Rather, I'm going to give you a bit of a non-spoilery background about the world, its characters, themes, inspirations, and the effects that Dune has had on modern pop culture. So that when you finally go and watch Denis Villeneuve's large and epic scale version, you know what the franchise actually stands for. Now, before I begin, if you find value in our content, then please hit the like button and also hit subscribe so that we can make more such content for you in the future. So let's begin. So Dune is set in a world that is about 20,000 years into the future from our current world. And this is a world where galactic empires are ruling all over the galaxy and all the planets. It is also a world where artificial intelligence, or AI, or thinking machines as it is called in Dune, have been banned because of a huge war that took place between man and machine about 10,000 years before the events of the story begin. And because AI has been banned, technological evolution has started depending on biological evolution, since humans themselves started evolving into different types of psychic computers which can perform calculations for space travel or predict things that are going to happen in future, and much more. This evolution occurs due to the consumption of the spice melange, which is basically a drug, and also the most powerful and economically sought after commodity in this universe, and all the different noble houses want to gain control over its production. So this spice melange happens to be found on the dry and harsh desert planet Arrakis, and that is where majority of the story is also set. And as you can guess by now, this is a direct analog for oil and its production in our real world, and how the different countries and corporations want to gain control over it. Secondly, one of the most important tribe of characters in this world are the Fremen, who are the natives of the planet Arrakis, and they have always been rebelling against those who are trying to gain control over their planet and the spice. And the spice is a spiritually important product for them. You will learn more about what role it plays in the movie, so I'm leaving it over there for you. Besides the obvious themes of colonization and natural resources, Dune also talks about ecological warfare and how nature conquers all in the end. It also talks about religious fanaticism and spirituality, and how these two are very far apart from one another, no matter how much even today in our world people will try to mix the two of them together. Frank Herbert, the writer and creator of Dune, has also said that he was largely inspired by Zen Buddhism, Sufism, psychedelic mushrooms, and the sand dunes of the beaches in Oregon in USA. As an environmentalist, he spent more than 5 years researching and envisioning and creating the ecology for the desert planet Arrakis, and he also made sure to keep technology related words and futuristic jargon, which you usually see in a lot of other sci-fi media, to a minimum while writing the story, because he wanted this world and this story to be different from all of them. Now coming to Paul Atreides, who is the main protagonist of this story and is played by Timothée Chalamet in the movie, you will find that a lot of his character traits are very similar to other characters that other famous characters that you might have seen in pop culture. That is because many other franchises have taken direct inspiration from him, and especially the naivety and stubbornness that you see in Luke Skywalker and even Harry Potter has been directly taken from Paul, has been directly inspired from Paul. In fact, George Lucas has said that Dune was in the back of his mind when he was creating Star Wars, along with samurai movies and World War II jet fighters. And since we're talking about Paul, we also have to mention that his personal story and his character arc has a lot of parallels to the Islamic story of Prophet Muhammad, especially the internal journey he goes through to realize how he's just a small part of a much larger narrative than him. The comparisons are also very direct, as the word jihad is used in the novel multiple times to talk about personal struggle, which is exactly what the word means and not the infamous way it is being used today. Finally, Dune has existed since 1965. Since then, besides a movie in 1984, It has also had a TV miniseries on Sci-Fi Channel in early 2000s, a graphic novel that was published by Marvel, over 5 different video games, and a very famous board game that came out in 1979. Now, I've personally played the board game and it is a very complex game. It took me more than 3 hours to just understand the rules and set up the board, and then around 3 more hours to actually play the game. But it was a very amazing experience. So guys, this was my video talking about Dune. I'm going to recommend all of you to watch the upcoming movie, regardless whether it is good or bad, because it is clearly a product of love and passion. Denis Villeneuve, who is a very accomplished filmmaker, has talked about how this has been a passion project for him ever since he started making movies, and that is clearly evident in the trailers and also the great ensemble cast that he has picked for the different roles in the movie. Let me know in the comments how excited are you for this film. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe to us, and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as our videos drop. And that is it for now. See you soon.